Mr. D back with you for bending ready stance A. Favorite stance. Okay. This one is tricky because it's hard to keep balance with, but this is a preparing, this is us prepping for a side kick. So like in Taekwon-Do, we bring our hands back, just like so. Don't move this foot yet, hands back, and then lift as you block up. So you want to get your front foot, kind of the edge of the front foot against your supporting knee, against your bending knee here. This is your support knee here. This is going to bend so you can get spring, lift up, and you can make your kick. So here, just like so, bend. If anything, lean a little forward, and that'll help you balance. Second you lean back, you start surfing USA. So you want to just balance there, pick up, spring up, kick out, and make your kick. So here, bring behind, lift, bend upward, okay? And this is, you gotta stop at this stance. Don't just kick right away. Stop, pivot over, make your side kick, and then of course you can guard and do your next move. So all it is just giving you, it's in earlier patterns, helping you with how to prepare your side kick. Plus it's a good block right here too. So maybe someone's kicking at you, you block, and then you come back and make your side kick at them. So that's called bending ready stance A. You first learn it in Taekwon-Do. You hone it and perfect it in Yul, and you'll see it again later, Chung Mu, and some other patterns. Work at it, and you'll get good at it. It's not easy, it'll take practice. But real quickly, one thing you can do is use the wall, build your squat strength, build your leg strength, and that'll help you balance. Do that, I know you'll have success. Mr. D here for your closed stance. So we're gonna go over three. Closed ready stance A, closed ready stance B, and closed ready stance C. So for those who are just learning Taekwon-Do now, you experience your first closed stance in the beginning of your pattern, and that's gonna be A. All right, later on, Jung-gun and Tae B, and Warong, closed ready stance C. So let's examine them all. Okay, first of all, on A and B, you want to take your fist, your right fist, right meaning power, meaning this is your strong arm. Show humility here by covering it, just like so. How do you cover it? Make a C shape with your left hand, just like that, and just like a puzzle piece, it should just fit in, thumb to thumb, like so, and just fit in. On our feet are closed, that's the reason for the name closed, and on A, it's 12 inches from our lip. The book calls it philtrum. From there, we want to be 12 inches, so you can see from the side. Bend the elbows naturally, relaxed, just like so. Taekwon-Do was a Buddhist monk, so that's kind of how he bowed. So again, fit the hands together. So when you go to there from Chediyat, you'd close your feet and go to closed ready stance, or from Jumbi, close your feet and go to closed ready stance A. Now B, closed ready stance B, same idea, but you're closer to your body. You're 6 inches from your belly button, from your navel. But hands, same position, you just lower them. Closed ready stance C, same thing, we're 4 inches, all right, and below our belt. So covering the right knuckles, the conditioned knuckles, again, showing humility here. So it's left over right, just like so on C. So if you were at Jumbi, you'd come here and you'd close, just like so. And that's preparation for Warong. So A, closed ready stance A, closed ready stance B, down here by the belly button, closed ready stance C. All right, and those are your closed stances. Practice, and they'll be real easy for you. Mr. D back with you. This next stance is called fixed stance. What does that mean? Good question. Okay, fixed, first of all, is like an L stance. It's shaped like an L. I kind of say it's a mix between L and sitting stance. Reason sitting stance is because 50-50 weight and your feet are 1.5 shoulder length, like so. Same thing here, 50-50 weight, but this is L shape. Normally our L stance is 70% of our body weight and only 30% here. Fixed, meaning you're like a piece of furniture in your house, a refrigerator is fixed. It doesn't move much. It's not portable. That's what we are here. So this is a fixed stance in Taekwon-Do here, in Jung-gun here. Okay, so So we want it deeper, stronger, more to the point as we do the technique. So again, bend both knees strong, 50-50 weight, shape it like an L stance, and not designed really for kicking, but designed for good strength in a movement, in a block or a strike. Practice it that way, you'll have good success. Mr. D with you here. This next stance is called X stance because your feet are X shape. When you jump into X stance, like in Mule Goal or like in Tae-Ge, you want your back foot to come up behind the front foot and create like an X. So your front foot is flat, that's your stability foot. Your back foot is just temporary and it's just coming up real quick, like a kickstand on a bicycle, just so you don't fall over. So, very good for sneak attacks, so coming in real quick and hitting and maybe bouncing away. All right, sometimes when we side kick and we step up, we sort of make it like an X stance. So sometimes we have to gather our feet together like that. So that's where X stance can be very, very good. So, but landing, you step, and it's like a 1-2 sound. 1-2, just like so. Ready? I'll let you hear it. Just like so as you hit. So your strike or block or whatever hits on that 1 sound. So when you hit here, hit it on 1, not on 2, as far as your rhythm goes. Now, if you're doing X stance and pull on, or some other patterns where you don't jump into it and you just step into it, then foot goes in front. So for example, if you're here like so, and you cross over, your foot goes in front. But jumping, it comes from behind. Your back foot comes behind your front foot. Here, just your left or your right go in front as you step. All right? So it's a little different shape, a little different balance. Again, for being in close, for a temporary sneak attack type of thing or sneak block, that's why we want our feet that close and get in. So a lot of it's quickness too. Just to be in, to be out, make our strike and go. Practice that X stance, you'll like it a lot. It's very good. And if you do, you'll get a lot better. Mr. D back with you for low stance. What do we need a low stance for? Well, sometimes we need a longer stance for reach. To reach, maybe get into the eyes or the throat or something like so. Okay, so we're extending that out. So on the pressing block, we're stretching right out there. So just for depth, for range. So low stance is a longer walking stance. For example, we learned that a walking stance is 1.5 shoulder length apart. So from the front toe to this back, from front toe to back toe, you've got 1.5 shoulder length. Low stance, you increase that to 2 shoulder lengths. So it's not super exaggerated, it's not a split or something, but it's a little deeper. You're going to get a little lower and a little deeper, generally for more reach, for more penetration as you go through. All right, so you're going to see that time to time in pattern. So it's a good, strong stance. So practice that. Again, same shape as a walking stance, just deeper, just longer. Okay, and that's low stance. Hi, Mr. D with you here. Let's talk about rear foot stance. Pattern jungling, you start seeing it. Some people call it cat stance, karate style. Some Taekwondo styles call it cat. We call it rear foot, and the reason being is the weight is on the rear foot. So you want to bend back here, and your other foot is in closer. So your front foot is in close to your back foot, and it's good for kicking, being right here and throwing a kick. Good for in close spots. So you get up to someone and you're in close, you're blocking, or you're moving in self-defense. Good position to be in, but you need some foot room. You bring that in. So it's not a hugely balanced stance. People could push you off balance, but you should still have reasonably good balance, enough to block and maintain a good posture and kick. Width of it, how I do it here is I take my Jumbi stance your shoulder width parallel stance, and then just turn it at the ball of the foot. And that would be a good rear foot stance posture to be in. So it's there's no exact dimensions on it, but it's just a simple turn from your Jumbi stance. So that's a rear foot stance designed for in-close, for fast kicking type of movements. Very handy stance. Once in a while, you might even use it sparring when you're in tight. Hope that helps.